Okay, this video is not going to interest a great deal of people, mainly because it's more relevant to the state I live in, which is Tasmania, on the very southern end of Australia. Now, something I want to talk to you all about today is power, energy. Now, as of today, that's how much energy is left in water storage in my state. 2,727 gigawatt hours of energy. That might sound like a little bit, but it's really not. So, at this current time, well, first, the main thing to note is that all of this state is powered by hydropower. So we've got a series of dams. All through the state. There's 30 of them right across the state that generate our electricity. They're all in separate kinds of systems, and they run into each other. The closest one to me is the Mersey Forth, and that has a series of 7 generators. Now, in the government's and this company here, Hydrotasmania's infinite wisdom, they decided that well, give you a bit of history on the thing first. Back in 1967, they had a big problem with water storage shortages, and the Bell Bay Power Station got constructed back in, well, from 67. This is an oil thermo power station between 71 and 74. It was used and commissioned and set up and got going, and was then later converted to a natural gas station in 2003 for more efficiency. Now, it was decommissioned in 2009 and for sale in parts. Then, beside the Bell Bay Power Station, there's another one. That's the Tamar Valley Power Station, and it was commissioned in 2009 by the people that used to own it, Aurora Energy, but Hydro Tasmania has since bought it back. Now, in their wisdom, they decided to sell pieces of the combined cycle gas turbine station, thus removing our electrical generation backup. Now, we do have some other backups. There's like 40 or 60 megawatt of wind turbines up the far northwest, and some on King Island. The island doesn't help us. So yeah, that's the long and short of energy generation. It's either hydro, a decommissioned gas turbine, or wind. And then we have what they call a Basslink interconductor. So there's a 300 kilometre cable owned by this company, Basslink. Now, this is what they use to sell energy from Tasmania's hydropower, so green power, if you will, back to the mainland, which is coal-fired in Victoria. So on the 22nd, they made a media statement saying that they had a fault on Sunday, the 20th of December. The cause of the fault's not yet determined. Evidence suggests the Basslink subsea cable fault approximately 100 kilometres off the Tasmanian coast in Bass Strait, and they're investigating it. Okay, so Basslink has been advised there's no impact to Tasmanian or Victorian residential or commercial customers to date as a result of this outage. It only has something to do with the interconductor and the telecoms cable providing broadband internet between the two, obviously working. Right. Very, very, very brief media statement. And this is the only one they've made to date. That's it. So they just said it faulted. Now that's over a month ago. If we look back to over here, and our 18% of energy storage, that's extremely low. So like from early winter, we were talking more like 40% storage. To top it off, we got some fires, bushfires, affecting some of our generation. So on the 15th of January, Hydrotas Tasmainia posted a little update on the Basslink interconductor. Little brief statement. We'll have a look at that. Now, the radio in the local area. Alright, here we go. So, this media statement is in fact not on their website. This is their latest media statement is for the outage on their website. Up here on Hydrotas' website we've got something different. Right. The cable vessel is sailing Bass Strait after more than 1,200 man-hours of work. A team of more than 60 experts to work on the vessel through the campaign, over 100 people involved in the project. It may take up to 9 weeks to complete, allowing contingencies which will be operational by the 19th of March. Okay. So we're dropping nearly 2% energy storage a week at the moment, right? Just keep that in mind. Had a fault mid-afternoon Sunday the 20th of December. Yep, we knew that. 100 k's off the coastline of Tas. Yep. Basslink has been working every day since the outage on the 20th to try and rectify this highly complex operation. Many experts from around the world. The water depth is about 80 metres deep, where it's laid on the seabed. And crapping on about how much work it is to get it out. Saying that it weighs 60 kilos per metre of length. Blah blah blah. Saying how they're having a hard time. That's what they're trying to tell us. So sending people over from Italy, cable joiners, professional 13 professional cable joiners, several remotely operated vehicles to a fault location, deburial, cut and recovery of the cable from a depth of 80 metres. That's all they say. So they say it's likely to take 9 weeks. Alright. So that's 9 weeks from media release, which is the 14th of January. Cool? So, we go 9 times 2. So, 2%, 9 weeks. Okay? Gives us 18% will be gone after 9 weeks. So if it doesn't rain, my math says there'll be 0. No power. That's a friggin' worrying prospect. To have your state looking like they're going to run out of power in a matter of 9 weeks. So we go back through some of their news, And one other thing that I noted when I was looking at some of their media releases, they ensuring we don't run out of power by limiting the amount of power that a big company, it's called Temco, that melt aluminium can produce. So they're backed off their power by 30 megawatts. Yep, 30 megawatts is all they're backed out. Let's just show you let's just show you how much. So there's 27. So we go 2727 GWH gigawatt hours to kilowatt hours. Okay. It's given us that to the power of 9. Let's step that back up to megawatt hours. Kilowatt hour, watt hour. Oh, it doesn't want to give us megawatt hours. Okay. So kilowatt hours. Okay. So it gives you an idea of the scale of things. So 1 gigawatt hours is a million kilowatt hours. So good. So it gives you 272 million kilowatt hours. Now, a lot of you probably don't understand how little a kilowatt hour actually is. It's not that much energy. That light, for instance, pulls 0.1 of a kilowatt hour. It's just one light. The portable aircon pulls 1.7 kilowatt hours. So when you say 272 million kilowatt hours for a state that's got 500,000 people, you can use a gigawatt hour a day. No worries. This is a very worrying prospect for the people of Tasmania, because there's only that much left. Now, when they get the gas-fired power station back up and going, I think they can get 200 megawatt hours out of it, which is fairly substantial, quite substantial. But they've got to put it back together because they pulled it apart to sell it. Because they want to sell pieces out of it. So this piece is missing. We've got to fix it. It's a worrying prospect, YouTube viewers. So, getting the Baslink cables put together is probably the first thing they need to worry about. Next thing they need to worry about is making sure it doesn't happen again. See, what they do is they sell green power to Victoria, who's coal-fired, right? Through a company. Here they are. Go again. Monumentum Energy. Here's some crap about them. 100% Australian owned provider of clean renewable energy. I tell you, they're using renewable energy. Affordable energy. It's backed by Hydrotas, Tasmania, generating renewable energy from wind and rain. And since it just falls from the sky, we generate very affordable bills. Come and see us in Tasmania, where the power is generated. Now, the Paluna power station, which is in the which is also where our drinking water comes from, is, let's say, about 15, maybe 20 kilometres from my house. about 20 kilometres, yeah. So, it's up here. Luna power station. It's the closest to me, and Devil's Gate's pretty close from that too. Luna's at the bottom of the system. That's 30 megawatt hours. And if you flick back through my videos, you'll find a tour of the Luna power station that I videoed a long time ago. A couple months ago, yeah. So they crap on saying that they don't generate any pollution, blah blah blah. Well, funny story, people that are signed up to Momentum Energy, right, Monumentum, whatever it is, energy at the moment, none of it's coming from Tasmania. They can't, they wreck the cable. Cable doesn't work. And the radio was quite happy to show me and make very public the fact that they sent over 5.9 something gigawatt hours on the 18th, 19th and 20th of December before the cable failed. Yep. So on Sunday the 20th, I decided that they'd... well, there's the immediate statement. 22nd. A couple of days after they sent... yeah, nearly 6 gigawatt hours. When you've only got 2,000 gigawatt hours left in storage, that's a lot. Over Victoria for this. So we're stuck paying huge money. I don't know where else my viewers are who are going to still be hanging on to watch this video. If you've got time, make sure you're watching it, because this is rubbish. So let's talk about energy costs. So they leave us with no power after sending it all over the cable, over the Victorian mainland, crapping on about all this. They charge us here in Tasmania 27 cents a kilowatt hour for your regular energy, which is like peak, 27 cents a kilowatt peak, right? Now, and they charge us about 17 or 19 cents a kilowatt off peak. The only thing that can go on off peak is water heaters, yeah, righto, they're a big draw, and heaters. But the off peak isn't actually on a peak time or off a peak time. It's always on. You can run power out of it anytime you want. Home batteries are set to shake down power bills. Yeah. They must suck people in that are stupid. Let's have a look at energy prices. See if it'll just give me a number. So we've got to fill a bit of shit in to do it. Yeah, we've got to do a quote. I'm going to ring these bastards, and if it's cheaper to buy my power from my state over in another state, that is just unbelievable. The fact that they're selling it over there cheaper than what they can sell it to their own people that are in the state just blows my mind. Just friggin' blows my mind. I don't understand how it's possible. I want to build a bloody electric car in this state. How am I going to be able to do that when it runs out of friggin' electricity? It's a slippery slope when you start running out of electricity, which we got... what did I work out? 9 weeks. 9 weeks worth of power left. That's if we don't start using more. Not to mention there's 80 bushfires burning in this state at the moment. And the first time I've seen it rain, which it's tonight, for months. If not, well, yeah, a month, I reckon, since we've had anything. A bit longer. So not only are they burning the energy, some of the hardware's burning. Some of the controls for the power station at the top of our very system, Rowan, Fisher and Lemon-Time, have been affected. And they're up there working hard to keep them going. Not only that, we've got helicopters and planes sucking water out of dams and hydro dams and everywhere they can get water, essentially, except for the ocean. Sucking water out of there, sucking water out of all the hydro storage, put out these poor bushfires. Millions of litres, millions and millions. So, where do we go from here? They can export 50 megawatt hour through the Basslink cable when it's working to Victoria to make money. Where's the money go? The money go to building another dam here so that next time they don't run out? I don't understand. Yeah, the secondary cable that's put through for Basslink is a telecommunications cable. I'm all for that, but I'm still upset because we don't have fast internet. All my videos that you'll see here take me a long time to upload. Nobody can afford to do it with 4G. You'd have to get paid too much money from somewhere to think that you could afford to use 4G to upload videos. And obviously this one's going to be in lower quality because I made it so long, but some of them are quite insane. Now, some interesting facts about the Basslink cable are: you can hold 40 megawatt constantly, no worries, easy. They got to let it sit for 2 minutes for what they call deionizing time, which is just time for everything around it to calm down, basically, before they reverse the power flow. So they can flip it pretty easy. Now, automatic limitation software is due to the surrounding ambient temperature, so they keep their, just like a good computer nowadays, it backs the power off as it gets too hot. So if it's under 43, well, if it's over 43 and over 33 in Victoria and Georgetown in Tasmania, respectively, it'll automatically limit the flows of the interconductor to stop damage. Quite clever. No, it's not clever. They abused their cable and now the cable's not working. Well, it's enough rant from me. Enough crapping on. If there is someone actually still watching or someone interested, drop me a comment and tell me what you think of this shitty situation. Because knowing that your state's going to run out of power in 9 weeks, possibly before the big interconductor that's meant to provide energy security for the state and make the state money by selling its green power. The thing that makes me laugh is one of the other companies in the Hydro Tasmania group is this one, Hydrotas. Yeah, Hydrotas' claim to fame is what they claim to be. You ready? We own, we operate, we consult. Now, the power of natural thinking's Hydro Tasmania's a big deal. I want to talk about strategies and risks. I want to talk about dam safety. I want to talk about hydropower, operations and maintenance. Well, I don't think I trust them. You know why? There's no power left in the state. They've got no backups. No instant effective backups. The backups are down. They're pulled apart. They're for sale. Our own energy minister's trying to sell our so-called backups. My solution to all of this, I think it's time to go off grid. First thing I need to do is build a massive power wall. Yep, I'm talking serious. I'm talking big enough that we don't have to compromise. I don't want to run air conditioners and things like that. But if I can run all my computer gear, enough stuff to charge all my cordless kit, that's a good start for me. So we're not so reliant. Boil a kettle, or boil water, and yeah, I just can't believe it. I had to share it with you guys. If you're still watching, thank you. If you want to know any more about the energy situation in Tasmania, look up these companies: Hydrotas, Entura, and Monumentum Energy, and Basslink, the owner of the interconductor cable. I don't know why that shitty screen doesn't blink, and that awesome laptop blinks like a champion. Anyhow, considering they're both LCDs. Frequency, eh? Righto. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. And if you can afford to send a bucket of power to Tasmania, please do so. Thanks for watching. See ya.